So, let's be real. I picked some of my blackheads and my skin was red and I need to put a mask on, so let's do some product shots. So today we're gonna have 3 first impressions. The first is gonna be, drumroll please, the new e.l.f. Beautifully Precise Precision brushes. There's 5 of them, but my hands aren't big enough to hold them all. There's also a brush cleaner that we can test out for funsies. Our second first impressions are lashes. Yes. Our third first impression, because I can never do just one, is the Estee Lauder Pure Love Color, what is this? Pure Color Love lipsticks. Have you seen the movie Madagascar? Because what I have in my head right now is a line that the zebra says, Chris Rock's character. Let's crack a lackin'! Get it? Because there's cracks. First brush is going to be the Eyebrow Duo brush. This is number 203. Obviously, I'm sure you could use it for other things as well, but it's marketed as an eyebrow brush. So it's a clear brush. Definitely feels high quality, considering how much you pay for it. I like the bristles, but the real test is how it applies, so let's jump into that. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Dip Brow. I'm shade Ash Brown. It's just a cool toned brown shade. Oh, it picks up quite easily though. You can clearly see that it picks up the product. Just gonna spool through these. I mean, it's doing everything an eyebrow brush, like expensive eyebrow brush, would do for me. I mean, it's $5, I'm not gonna complain. One thing I will say is the bristles are a little bit softer than, for instance, the Anastasia brow brush. I am noticing that. So the only thing that affects is that you have to kind of have very light strokes, because if you push down too far, the brush it like moves differently, like if you push on it. This is the Benefit brow brush that I like to use. The only difference is that if you look here, this pushes down very easily, whereas that's the only difference, really. The shape and size is really great for brows. That's just something to be aware of. But it's $5, you guys. You can't be overly critical of a $5 brush, in my opinion. Brows done. Pretty powerful, pretty impressive, but I love them, so I'm not gonna complain. So we have 3 different eye brushes. We have the smudger brush, which they say is for like smudging eyeliner. Basically, that's what the description is. I mean, it's basically like a crease brush, I hope. My hope is that's what it will do. The second is the eyeshadow brush, which looks like kind of like a flat domed brush almost. It looks very interesting. And then there's the eyeliner brush. So let's just jump into these bad boys. One hopes that you will not be hearing my husband watching Netflix downstairs, but maybe you will. If you're curious what eye look I'm going to be doing, I'm busting out this guy because I haven't in forever, because I used it basically every day for forever. I'm going to be doing my husband's, when he did my makeup last week, he did a green and a blue eye, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 different eye colors. I know my last tutorial was on that, but I want to take a moment and recreate the look that he was trying to create, except how I would do it. But that being said, this is not a tutorial, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this off camera. He did a green eye, and on the green eye he used the MakeupGeek eyeshadow, MakeupGeek foiled pigment. There it is. I'm just going to, first impression is that it is a lot thicker than what I would expect. It's very soft still. They're all very, very flexible bristles. So I think you can theoretically use this as like a blending brush possibly. Because of the shape though, I mean, I don't know how I would feel about that. My one critique is you can tell that this head area is not full of bristles. The fallout is not because of the brush, it's just the product. I think it did a really good job of applying that pigment. It did well. Yeah, it did well. I mean, it did what I wanted it to do, and it was successful, and it was easy to use. So, would I use this brush for that purpose again? Yes, absolutely. Real test will be if we can use it for blending on the other side. That'll be interesting. e.l.f. was also gracious enough to send me the brush cleanser wipes. They look like this. Are these, what is the purpose of this? on-the-go brush cleaning. I do have their daily cleaner spray, but that's not really a cleaning. It's like a sanitizing spray in my opinion. I don't know if these are intended to... This green is just getting more in the bristles, if anything. I mean, it's moving the product more into the bristles. I don't know what this is supposed to do. I mean, there's like a hint of green. It's pretty clean, honestly, but the real question is how many brushes can it clean? I'm gonna clean 4 more brushes off camera, so let's test this out. Here is the wipe. I think it could still clean more brushes, honestly. I will say what I did was I flattened it and I just held it up on the table, swiveled and swirled my brushes into it. It did an amazing job cleaning these. So like you can see, this did have like radioactive, the neon pink from Melt on it. And there's nothing coming off. This is what I used for the yellow on my eye just now. Literally nothing coming off. Ironically, it doesn't work as well on e.l.f.'s own brushes. It kind of... Take a moment of silence for this brush, which never got filmed being used, which is ironic, because wait till the end. It absorbed all of the cleanser, so it's like really saturated with the product, and it's like stained it, so did the same thing on this brush as well. And it will tell you which brushes you own are cheap, because all the other brushes, when I swirled them, they were totally fine, but this Morphe brush, when I swirled it, all the hairs broke off. Will this brush blend eyeshadow into my crease? It says it's like a blending brush, which confuses me. And I'm gonna take Xenon by Melt. It's the green shade. I'm gonna start low for this guy because I don't want to blend him up too high. I mean, just packed on the color there. That happened. Yeah, this is not a blending brush. I'm not gonna use that. It's packing on the color like mad. So then I'm gonna use this brush again. And I'm going to attempt to dip into the blue. So I'm gonna start with Synth, which is this blue shade here. I really didn't pick up that much product on the brush because I don't want it to... I mean, it packs on color like... I'm just gonna go in with this guy. That's not gonna work. All right, guys, we're getting somewhere. We're making moves. We have one more brush. This has been a total fail of a first impressions, but it's not like I can do a second impressions, is it? That really wouldn't make sense. What would a little second impression? I should just title this that. Second impressions. And then people will be like, what? So this is the eyeliner brush. These bristles actually, nope, they're still just as soft. You know, not for all things that's not bad. It's okay if there's, you know, some soft bristles, but sometimes that's not okay. You know, I'm testing it out on the back of my hand to have an extremely light touch and a very creamy liner if you're going to get a precise line. Danessa MYRICKS Galaxy, because I can't find her normal... So her Galaxy color is one of the Color Fix shades. I'm just going to dip into that. So I'm not doing a wing. Just FYI on that. I'm just lining my lash line. So don't get disappointed when there's no wing. Because I feel like wings, when you do colorful looks like this, in my opinion, the look makes me feel soft and fluffy. And if you add a wing, it immediately becomes more rigid. And I don't like having edges when it's soft and fluffy. It's hard to get like a really fine line, honestly. Try and use the point. You really can't push down at all, because that's when it starts to spread out. But again, it's $5, you know? I'm just trying to be like honest. I don't think it's a bad brush though, because it's $5. You feel me, bro? Alright guys, so this is taking so long. I'm so sorry. I really, if this is cut down, there's a good reason, because I've been chatting too much and I'm really bad at consolidating my opinions. So we also have lashes that are first impressions. These are a new lash brand. They are all made from synthetic and human hair, so they're cruelty free. So they sent me 3 prototypes. These are not the full lash cases. They're gonna come with a bit more. This is called Boldface Makeup. They sent me Good Vibes Only, Sassy Since Birth, and Go Big or Go Home. And I'm gonna go for Go Big or Go Home because, as you can see, these 2 are much more natural, fluttery lashes. And this guy's just like a vavoom. And honestly, it's just so pretty. I'm really excited to try them out. Christian is really enjoying watching Louis C.K. Last tutorial, it was my dog chewing a bone, and this time it is my husband laughing very loudly. So that's just, you know, that's the life. He's so funny. He actually will like plan what he does so that I can't hear him. Inevitably, I will hear him one way or another. They have an extremely thin band, so they're very easy to wear. They're very comfortable. And they also said they're like pre-rolled. It's funny like trying to put them on. They're so soft and fluffy. Typically what I do is I use like the structure of the lash to like push it down. But I can't do that because these are so insanely soft. What do you guys think? I mean, I like them. They were very easy to put on. I don't feel them at all. I feel them touching my eyebrow. In comparison to other lashes that I wear frequently. The band is so comfortable. It actually feels relaxing. It kind of feels like my eyelid is being cuddled almost. Just the way it feels and how light it is. It is amazing. Oh my goodness. When they emailed me, companies are supposed to market themselves. They're supposed to hype it up, and I'm just sitting here like, girl, I mean, these sound like lashes that can't possibly exist. But they exist. Oh my goodness. I feel magnificent. I'm just so happy. Last week I tried out new brow products that I'm loving. Now I have like new lash products. Like, oh my goodness. I am obsessed with these lashes. I have to figure out how much these guys are. I don't want to be obsessed if I don't know how much they are. These lashes are $9. What? Multi-layered 3D design, ultra-thin pre-shaped lash band, ultimate comfort and lightweight fit, 100% cruelty-free and sterilized hair. Only human and synthetic hair, no animal hair, which is very important to me. In my opinion, cruelty-free isn't always easy to do, and it takes a lot of learning and research to make it to that step, but there's no reason why you shouldn't avoid using animal hair on your lashes. Sorry, I just keep talking. I think I've been talking about this for like 5 minutes now. Applied my other lash, and I did my highlight and my contour, and I brought my blush. I'm gonna use a setting spray. This is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. I don't think I've used this one yet. I've used their other mists. So I freaked out when I got this package, so thank you Estee Lauder for sending this package of lip products to me. Let me just say, I was like, whoa. That's how I felt. There are 30 shades. So there's 4 different formulas. There's Ultra Mattes, Shimmer Pearls, Cool Chromes, and Edgy Creams. I'm sure they'd be really cool to mix and layer. I think the color range is really awesome. There's a lot of colors that are really outside the box. There's a few purples and blues. I think the formula is great. I think there's a few shades that don't hold up to all the others, but for the most part, like 80% of them are like amazing. I think the thing that I'm really loving is the packaging. This is the kind of lipstick that I want to pull out of my purse. It kind of reminds me more of a vintage style lipstick, but like with a modern twist on it. For the price, it's $22, which is extremely comparable to a lot of really popular liquid lip lines or lipstick lines that a lot of, like, you know, Kat Von D, Anastasia, Ofra. You can see I've rubbed some off with my finger. I want to see how it wears. Rubbing pretty aggressively to take it off, and I think it's wearing down really pretty. So this one is called Crazy Beautiful number 430. This is a sheer formula, so it's not a full pigment. It's just like a nice little blush of pink. I'm not going to put it on the top lip. I'm just going to show you how it looks on the bottom, and you can compare the two. I think it's really pretty. Like, this is the kind of lipstick that I would want to have in my purse. This one. I do not like red lips, but whenever I see a gorgeous red, I always appreciate it. I do not like red lips on me personally because I have very pale skin and blue eyes, and it just reminds me of the American flag. So this red shade is this color right here, and I think it's a gorgeous ultra matte blue red, and it just looks beautiful. And especially when you're looking for like a gorgeous red color and this is your kind of aesthetic in terms of packaging, just FYI, this is called number 310 Bar Red. I want to put on this color. This is called Nova Noir, and it's a metallic purple. I swatched this and it looks pretty magnificent. You can build it up, but it comes on rather sheer, and that's the same for all of the metallic shades. You really have to build it up if you want full pigmentation. One thing I did notice when I swatched these on my hand is even if the purple sheen kind of dissipates a little, the shimmers really stay intact. So I feel like these will be really pretty to layer on top of liquid lipsticks. Oh, that's really pretty. I will say I'm not really good at understanding how to apply directly from the bullet with this kind of applicator. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? It's so cool because it's a very clear color. Like, my lips are clearly purple, but they're also, it's like transparent. It's really hard to explain how it's like a fully pigmented purple lip, but it's like also see-through. What? I'm so confused right now. How's this a thing? What? We have finished our long, extensive journey together. For you, it's probably 20 minutes. For me, it's been a time. I really liked how my makeup turned out. Kudos to my husband for inspiring me to do this look with his makeup he did on my face. That was not necessarily as well executed, but certainly had a lot of creative merit. Final thoughts on all these first impressions. So they have dried completely since using the brush cleaner on them, so that's a good thing. I think in some ways they are mismarketed. For instance, I don't think this is going to be a good blending brush. Maybe I'm wrong. This I did not show me using, but this is a contour brush. I do not think it's good for blending out the contour. It's really great if you just want to like kind of put it on there, but I felt like trying to blend it out, I was moving my foundation underneath it. Eyebrow brush, I'm not going to use this probably for any kind of eyebrow work. I may use it as a detail brush if I need to for under the eyes at some point. I like my eyebrow brushes I have now, but it's $5 and I think for $5 it's a good deal. The shading brush, I'm gonna keep using it. I mean, liner brush, you cannot make a wing liner with this, but if you just want to use it to like put a little liner on your lid like I did, then it works fine. I really like this guy. It packs on the color really well. I'm definitely going to keep using it. Probably be really great for like inner corner highlight, working on the lower lash line. I think of all the brushes, this is definitely my favorite, in that I will more actively use this one out of all of them because of what I like to do personally. Those are my thoughts. Thank you, e.l.f, for sending them to me. I will keep using them, you know, but I'm going to be honest and give you my opinion on them. I definitely recommend you get this one though. Lashes, I mean, come on, I'm pretty sure we all know where I'm going with these lashes, and that's going to be to the moon and back because I love them so much I don't want to take them off my face. I don't feel them. They're so comfortable, no poking. They're so light, and they're still so dramatic, yet you can see all of my glitter on my eyelids. That's like my biggest thing for lashes. I want you to be able to see the glitter when my eyes are open, and you can. So that's good. The lipsticks, I really like them. I'm gonna keep playing with them. Obviously there's 30 colors, so I recommend you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll like keep you guys updated on what I have in my purse or what I'm wearing that day. I think these are all, there's so many different options. You can have dramatic, like this color, I just can't get over it. I think it's so pretty. Like, I don't think the camera's doing it justice. I'm sure it just kind of looks like it has a sheen on the camera right now. The sparkles in it are next level. I promise, they're amazing. I hope you guys had fun today. I had fun doing this look and like just kind of puttering along through new makeup products. Let me know if you like first impressions. I like doing them, but if you guys would prefer to have like just straight up tutorials and not have me yamming on so much, that's cool too. I can respect that. I'm not an evening person. It's like 11 o'clock, but I'm trying to be a little chipper because last time, if you watched my last tutorial, by the end of it I was like, so I need to work on that. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll put a video right here. You can watch it. And yeah. Peace out.